All right, so I was debating whether or not this is one that I was going to actually release, but here we are. I'm recording it, I'm doing it, so looks like we're going to get it out there. Guys, I'm really going to be dropping some heat on this one, so please, 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 if you're watching, drop a like on the video. It would really help. Also, join our Facebook group, guys. We're giving away free TikTok scripts for an entire year for everyone who's in there, as well as a whole bunch of other things. So if you're not, check the description and join that. But let's not waste any time. Let's get right into the video. How to slash your lead costs in half. Now, I'm going to be going over how to do this through video ads. Most notably, where we've had the most success with this is on Facebook and Instagram. So if you're doing Facebook, and generally if you're doing Facebook, you're doing Instagram lead gen as well. So anything on the Meta platforms, you are going to find this extremely, extremely handy for you. Now, we were using this and we were cutting our lead costs for ourselves personally in half and sometimes even 75%, depending on kind of the different types of campaigns that we were running. And we were also getting more qualified leads out of it. So before I go too deep into the actual method that we do this, let me kind of pull up some receipts, show you guys some results, right? Show you that we're serious. Okay. So here is lead gen that we did through the month of January all the way through May. We spent $3,000 on this campaign. We were generating 345 leads, and we did it in $8.40 a lead. Pretty phenomenal result. This guy had never done lead gen before, so we had no other metrics to compare it to. Then we have this guy's over here, 332 leads generated for under $4.50. We had spent over $1,400, almost $1,500 Canadian over the span of April to May. A little over a month here that we did that in. So pretty impressive there. Again, this was using video ads. And then over here we have this guy who, this was his first 4 days of the campaign. We generated him 21 leads, never generated any leads before. We were doing it for under $5. And our best one ever yet, first 9 days of the campaign, we spent less than $400 and generated almost 300 leads with this video script at $1.39. So when I tell you guys that this is extremely, extremely effective, I mean, you can look at these results and see, because I mean, this is incredible right here. You can see $1.39 on leads. Like, imagine if you were getting leads. You know, if you spent $1.40 and every single time you had a prospect who was interested in your service. Absolutely crazy. Very, very powerful, very effective system. It works very well, and I'm going to break it all down for you here in just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to make a case for video lead gen ads, right? And I think a lot of people who do lead gen, one of the biggest things that I notice is they're running not very many videos, or they're running very, very, very poor quality videos, right? So I'm going to kind of go over that, and let's start by comparing products versus services, right? Because obviously, it's for financial advisors watching this right now, and for any of you guys watching, right, you're offering a service. Your business is a service-based business. It's not necessarily as much of a product. You might have products included in it, understand that, but mostly it is a service-based business, right? So let's go over service-based businesses versus product-based businesses, and how images really kind of came into play with that, right? So first of all, images were the main media introduced to Facebook ads when it launched in 2007. Videos were never even an option until 2015. That was when Facebook first introduced video ads to the platform, right? So for the majority of time when you were advertising on Facebook to begin with, it was already all images. So images were the main thing. That's what you had to use. You had to work with what you could work with, and that was that. So videos are still somewhat of a new phenomenon when you think about it. I mean, that's only 7 years ago that was introduced. And I know that seems like a long time because we've all been seeing video ads probably every day in our feeds. But in the grand scheme of things, it's really not that long of a time, and it's still just getting started. So Part of the issue is it's harder to produce videos than pictures, obviously, and carousel ads are generally a better fit as people can scroll through pictures of a product in a couple of seconds as opposed to watching an entire video. So if you have a product, on Facebook that you're listing, right, and maybe you're running an e-commerce store, it could be anything. Maybe you're selling a course or something else, right? If you have pictures of the product, people can kind of click through and click and kind of look at your product very fast and decide right away whether they want it or not. With a video, it becomes a lot harder to produce. You have to really hook and engage people in the first few seconds or whatever. So picture ads generally do a lot better for product-based businesses simply because people can scroll through it a little bit easier. It's easier to hook people and easier to kind of display the product in a more appealing way on Facebook and Instagram. So there is that aspect to it, as well as just the fact that videos are harder to produce. And you can view this as a positive or a negative, right? Because like I said, the negative is videos are harder to produce. The positive is because they're harder to produce, fewer financial advisors or just people on Facebook in general are doing it. And that gives you an advantage for being able to put together a good video. Now, that being said, for products, for services, it is much harder for a photo to encapsulate the essence of a service than it is for a product, right? So if I have this phone, right, I can simply make a photo of my phone and that's that. That is all that I really need when it comes to my phone. I can show that quite well. Apple has done it many, many times, and we all love or hate them for it. But with a service, when you're trying to explain what you do as a financial advisor to people, or even for myself, what I do as a marketing specialist for people, it's hard to do that with a photo, right? And there are some creative ways that you can kind of do it and whatever, but it's very, very difficult to do that because then what you have to do is you have to make a big, long wall of text for people to read. It's not very interactive, it's boring, and people aren't going to read that. So for a product, like I said, you can really kind of encapsulate the essence of what you're selling. It's also easier to produce, and it's easier for people to scroll through since you can put multiple photos in one thing using carousel ads, right? Now, that being said, why do video ads work so well for service-based businesses, right? Okay. So now that we've separated how an image ad might work better if you're actually selling a product than if you're selling a service, why do videos work so well for services? Let's get into that. So the rise of TikTok and Reels has given way to much more short-form content being produced and consumed than ever before, and even products that are products are now starting to switch to a UGC kind of category, which is user-generated content. So let's break that down, right? So obviously, as you guys know, TikTok, super important, recorded a whole bunch of videos on that. Go watch them if you haven't. And Instagram Reels, recorded videos on those as well. Those two kind of, I guess Reels aren't really a platform, but more of a feature. But the platform of TikTok and the onset of Reels has really meant a lot of short-form content has been produced, especially in the last 2 years. The amount of short-form content, the way that things are trending to short-form content, the way Facebook and Instagram are pushing their Reels feature down everyone's throats, it's a very big deal. The amount of reach that you can get on these videos is quite insane. The amount of people that actually enjoy them and are consuming them day to day is a lot, right? So it's super, super effective to make short form videos right now, and people are used to seeing them. So like I said, even products now, and I'd say most products are still using images, but I know a lot of people who are on the cutting edge of a lot of e-commerce stuff are starting to switch to user-generated content where it's videos of people either, reviewing the product, maybe if it's iPhone, here's my iPhone kind of walkthrough, or maybe you're selling like a dartboard online or something like that, and people go through, look at this dartboard is so pretty, and it's got like magnets and whatever else that the dartboard has. So there's that aspect to it as well, where now that TikTok has kind of come up, now that Instagram and Facebook Reels have come up, people are used to seeing short form content, video content, and that's super key to this actually being a working strategy. Second of all, you can script every single key detail of your service, right? And your offer and your credentials, whatever else you need to get in there, in 60 to 90 seconds, as opposed to just putting that in a wall of text that takes an hour to read. So we have these scripts for the people in our Facebook group. We actually give them away for free. If you'd like that, just simply leave a comment below and we can get those off to you. But you can script, your entire service, your entire offer, and the credentials that you've achieved in a short amount of time to make an incredibly convincing video ad that's going to generate a lot of interest and a lot of leads, right? You can do this with a video ad as opposed to text. You can do it just in one take. I've had a few different video ads that we've put up throughout the internet. Some of you guys who are watching this video may have seen them, and that's why you're here. And some of you may have not. I've played those in a different video before. I'm not going to get too far into that now. But basically, the point that I'm trying to explain is you can now take 60 to 90 seconds and put a lot of information in there if you script everything right. So that's a huge part of things as well, and why you can really convey that. That's something that can encapsulate the essence of your service in 60 to 90 seconds. If you have a video where you're explaining to people what you're doing, generally these videos are kind of in a TikTok style. Not all the time. The ones that we also experiment with, ones that are kind of one takes, where you're just kind of going through and listing what your service is and what you do. So those are extremely effective and extremely powerful, and it allows people to get far more information about you because of the video that you're showing them. And they're also more receptive to the video because they're watching a lot of this kind of content now, right? So that's really in large part why these video ads work so well. And then the other part, like I said, because more people are used to watching this content, you're going to get more interactions and engagement, which is going to lead to lower lead costs and better conversion rate simply from having better ads. I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, it all starts at the source, right? So in your entire lead gen framework, right, having a good ad is going to be the solid foundation to building the rest of your entire marketing campaign out, right? It's like laying the foundation of a house. If you got a poor foundation for your house, if you're building a house like right on the sand on the beach and it's all going to shift, you're never really going to be able to build something reliable and something sustainable that's going to stand the test of time. Same with this. If you're able to make a really great video ad, you're able to, like I showed you at the beginning of this video, have some of these ads work for months and months and months and months and keep on cranking and keep on producing consistent leads, right? So that's a huge benefit of that, is having that extra interaction and engagement is going to get you lower lead costs. So lower lead costs means you're getting more leads and you're going to get a better conversion rate on the leads that you're getting. So not only are you getting more leads, but now you're getting more leads actually come to you as clients. So that's huge on both aspects of that. So that's in large part why video ads work so well. Just to recap, TikTok kind of coming up has given the rise to a lot of short form content being consumed. You can explain your service far more than you can in a picture, and you have the opportunity to give your credentials, offer, and everything in 60 to 90 seconds, which just leads to better engagement and lower lead costs overall. Now, some of the drawbacks of video ads are you do have to script, memorize, and produce it, which is hard if you don't know what you're doing, right? So like I said, we got these scripts. They work really well for us. They work very, very, very well for all of our clients. If you want them, shoot me a DM or drop a comment. We'll get them over to you. But yeah, if you're striking it out on your own, producing these can be kind of hard. But even that drawback can kind of be a little bit of a benefit, because if they're hard for you, they're hard for other people. And if they're hard for other people don't want to do them. So if you do things that other people don't want to do, like doing these video ads, you're going to end up seeing much better results than other people. It's that simple, right? So that can be a drawback, because again, producing the ads themselves can be not very difficult, but can be a little bit difficult if you don't know what you're doing, for sure. But you have us to help. So even though that's a drawback, it's not a drawback if you're watching this video, because you have us to help you. Also, the CPM does tend to be a little higher as there is rising competition for video ads. So CPM is cost per impressions. I don't know why the M is there. It's just the way that it is. So cost per impressions is the amount of dollars it takes you to get in front of 1,000 people. So it is a little bit higher with video ads because, like I said, there is a lot of competition right now, especially on Meta for video placements. But I wouldn't really even say, though, that has too much of an effect on, because you just get so many leads convert, and of the people that actually watch the video, the click-through rates on video ads are so much higher, it almost makes up for the CPM. So that would be a drawback, but again, there's a benefit to that. So there's really, I kind of want to say almost no real drawbacks to doing video ads. Like it's such an amazing system. I'm trying to trash on them, but other than if you don't know what you're doing, and you're trying to produce it by yourself, which is kind of difficult, that's really the only thing, guys. So that basically kind of wraps up, my argument for why you should actually be doing video ads. If you want the done-for-you proven scripts that keep you from guessing and get you to start making money right away, we offer that in our exclusive lead system, where we also have a multi-dimensional lead generating process for all of our clients who sign up with us in our system. So by multi-dimensional, I mean we're advertising on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram to make sure that if one platform's ads go down, the other ones don't go down with it. And we're still always generating leads, and we're also generating 20 to 30 bookings a month, which is what we're doing for financial advisors. Because what does it matter if you're getting leads if you're not actually booking them onto meetings and getting them as clients? We have this we're able to actually convert these leads into clients through our lead gen nurturing process and our appointment setters on demand. So we have email and text campaigns that go out, convert people who have filled out the lead form into actual appointments in your calendar, and then make sure that you're closing them as leads. Anybody who doesn't sign up to a meeting for you from the email and text campaigns, we get an appointment setter who's going to give them a call, and on that call, they're going to set them up on an appointment with you to make sure that no leads slip through the cracks, and you're getting all the leads that you actually generate converted into clients and having the best opportunity to do that. So if you're interested in the exclusive lead system and what we offer and how we generate financial advisors 20 to 30 meetings a month booked into their calendar that are qualified, shoot me a comment or shoot me a DM. You can also email us at quinn@nessierenault.com. And basically that's a wrap to this video, guys. If you'd like the scripts, join our Facebook group. Hope this was able to provide some value to all of you who are watching, and peace. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.